And here it is for the World Championship. The final champion to still be crowned tonight. As a match that has been pinned as David versus Goliath. As Allison Reed takes on Max Black. But despite the difference in size and stature and expectations, don't let it distract you from the fact that both of these competitors have gone 3-0 so far in their MCW careers. They are the only two competitors on the entire brand that have had more than 2 matches and won every single one of their matches. But one of them will be getting their first loss tonight, and the other will be taking home championship gold. As it's Max Black that takes the advantage in the chain wrestling, taking down Allison Reed. Putting down all of his weight on her, which is at least going to be at least 17 tons. As he headbutts the stomach of Allison Reed a bit lower down, he would have been getting a call from HR. Oh no, we don't have a HR. We said this yesterday, didn't we? We can't afford a HR. Now Allison trying to take any advantage that she can have, and obviously speed is going to be one of those. I say one of those, but to be honest, that could be the only advantage that she has over this man mountain. I'd say athleticism, but we've seen him show some extraordinary feats of athleticism recently. And of course Max Black destroying his brother in the semi-finals of the World Title Tournament to get to this final in a rapid match of only like 2 minutes in brutal fashion, with him putting his own brother through a table with a package pile driver, which saw John Black be ruled out of action for the foreseeable future with no estimate on when he could return. As Max Black goes for the first pin in this match, 1, and Allison kicks out at 1. Can't be easy to kick out with that huge amount of weight piled on you, especially in 1 second. As they go into more chain wrestling. As you see Max Black wearing a t-shirt that says next up. But can that prophecy on that shirt be correct tonight? It can be, depending on if he wins this match. But Allison definitely won't take it easy. Taking him down. Not an easy thing to do. She's telling Max Black to get up. She goes for a springboard. And a Hurricane Rana to take down the big man. She now climbs the top rope. And a splash to Max Black. If that was the other way around and Max Black was doing the splash, then all the water in the nearby oceans would escape. 2, and Max Black kicks out. And Allison Reed with a Canadian destroyer to Max Black. She goes for the pin. 1, 2, and Max kicks out. How she was able to get Max Black's body to fold that way, and Max Black catches the punch and goes for a slap, and that spinning GTS, which we saw take out, or at least was the first move that he used on his brother last week. Well, not last week, the week before, sorry. And he was moving Allison to the center of the ring to go for the pin, but Allison very smartly moving to the apron, which Max Black is going to utilize for a move. But it was still a smart decision from Allison Reed, stopping the momentum of the pin instantly, and Allison rolling out, but met with a big clothesline / shoulder barge. Honestly, he's so big it could have been either. And now he goes for that submission, which his own brother tapped out to. Sean Chambers tapped out to. Will Allison Reed tap out? And she does. A submission maneuver that Max Black has yet to not win a match with. Nobody's able to get out of the pure strength it takes for Max Black to wrap all of his huge body around an opponent and squeeze the life out of them. And I mean, how are you supposed to get out of that? When you have the man the size of the Empire State Building wrapping all of his body strength around you and squeezing whatever last breath that you have left out of your body. But Allison Reed did not go down easy. At one point, it actually looked like Allison might have got the underdog win in this match. It was not the quick result that a lot of people would have expected it to be. But it is just sometimes a match comes down to skill, sometimes a match comes down to experience. But in the case of Max Black, sometimes it just comes down to pure size and nothing else.